It's the nutrition buzzword that has the supermarket and the health food store cash tills ringing. Call something a superfood and immediately shops seem to be able to think they can charge what they like for it. Goji berries, try it, £13 a kilo. Extract of acai berries, that'll be £7 a pot to you. Yes, we all want to be more healthy, but in these recessionary times, does it have to be so blinking expensive? Well, no, it doesn't. The food you see all along here is not weird, it's not terribly expensive, but it is really good for you. In fact, it's fantastic for your health. So here are my top recession superfoods. Number one is eggs. Now, half a dozen eggs cost less than £2, even if you trade up to organic. But according to a recent report in the journal Nutrition and Food Science, eggs should be classified as a superfood. The reason is that eggs contain high levels of cancer-fighting antioxidants and have the richest mix of essential amino acids of any protein food. Eggs also contain minerals selenium, vitamins B12 and vitamin D. And we're hearing a lot about vitamin D at the moment, so that makes another good reason to eat your eggs. A deficiency of vitamin D is being linked to everything from weak health to depression. Now, one egg has 20% of your daily recommended amount of vitamin D. Also very high in choline. Choline's really good for the brain and for healthy cell membranes and very good for slimmers. Choline helps with the production of what are called lipotropic agents, and these stop carbohydrate being turned into fat in the body, which is why eggs are so good for slimmers. So if you want to feel sharp and focused at work and you want to lose weight, really do go to work on an egg. Number two, these things, beans. Now, they're not the most glamorous foods, I will admit, but they are one of the cheapest. Red kidney beans, cannellini beans, butter beans, chickpeas, lentils, split peas, even baked beans are a bargain way to boost protein in your diet. They also give you lots of fibre, which is really good for your digestion. Plus, they have a whole host of health benefits. Beans could improve bowel health and make you feel full after a meal. Beans decrease bad LDL cholesterol. Beans improve insulin sensitivity, which may be important for those at risk of developing metabolic syndrome or type 2 diabetes. Beans have also been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease. Now, let's move on to apples here. Apples are a lot more affordable than exotic fruits such as mango or papaya, and they may pack a bigger nutritional punch too. Apples are a rich source of what are called phytonutrients. These include antioxidants, things like quercetin, catechin and florizin. All of these are thought to be protective against some diseases, particularly cancer. A study conducted in Milan looked at whether an apple a day really could keep the doctor away and found that actually it could. So never mind your goji berries, an apple a day really could keep the doctor away. Now, fish, such as this mackerel here, oily fish like fresh salmon and tuna, or the slightly cheaper options, tin sardines, mackerel, or indeed smoked mackerel, all contain omega-3 fats. These are really good for brain function, but also for blood sugar control. And they could also lower your risk of heart attack. A 2003 study from the University of Washington followed the health progress of almost 4,000 adults aged less than 65. These people had no history of cardiovascular disease, but their diets were analysed, and those who ate fish 3 or more times a week were shown to have a 58% lower risk of heart attack. The benefit was seen for those who baked or steamed their fish, though. That's the bad news. So fried fish and chips is not going to be good for you. You need to steam or bake, now not adding extra oil. Let's move on to onions here. I know they don't look very exciting, but the humble onion could protect you from cancer and lower your cholesterol level. Onions are part of the allium family of vegetables. These also include chives and spring onions, for example. Now, all of these contain high levels of something called flavonoids, and flavonoids stimulate the liver to produce the powerful antioxidant called glutathione. This is what makes them protective against so many illnesses. Onions also score well because they contain oligosaccharides, and these are what are called prebiotic foods. They feed the good bacteria in your gut. Good bacteria, of course, help manufacture B vitamins, help you release energy from food, so you feel energetic. You want to feel high on life, you need your B vits, so eat plenty of onions. Onions also help friendly bacteria because they produce short-chain fatty acids. These are important because they're really helpful as a treatment for inflammatory bowel disease. They're also thought to have anti-tumour effects and lower your risk of colon cancer. Next up, it's oats here. Now a big bag of porridge oats like this one can cost as little as $2.99, but they represent brilliant value nutritionally speaking. Oats contain lots of fibre, both soluble and insoluble, and soluble fibre contains something called beta-glucans. These have been shown to lower cholesterol because they trap cholesterol in bile acids in the gut so you can excrete it. Even better, while bad LDL cholesterol is trapped in this way, good cholesterol, HDL cholesterol, is not. A study published in the Nutrition Journal in 2007 found that a daily dose of oats significantly reduced cholesterol in those with high cholesterol levels, and concluded that eating oats every day could be really important for colon health. What's also really good about oats is they've been shown to lower the rise in blood sugar after eating a meal. So this really could affect those at risk of developing type 2 diabetes because they stop your blood sugar doing that too much. They give you sustained energy. They also form a kind of viscous gel in the gut to make you feel fuller and slow down the food's movement. A side effect is that oats can make us feel fuller for longer, so oats are a great diet food too. One word of caution though, commercial flapjacks can be drenched in syrup. Yes, they taste yummy, but they're not going to help you lose weight. Next, it's cocoa here. Now, a mug of cocoa has rather gone out of fashion. It's been pushed out by much more trendy cappuccino and lattes and things, but traditional cocoa is packed full of antioxidants with cancer-fighting properties. Cocoa contains both polyphenols, also found in more expensive berries, and catechins and epicatechins, both found in pricey green tea. Plus, recent research from the US showed a mug of cocoa was higher in antioxidants than super virtuous green tea. Cocoa is also high in iron, which gives us energy, magnesium, which is a muscle relaxant, so helps with headaches, and phosphorus, which helps us build strong bones and teeth. There is a catch, and that's that the health benefits from cocoa or cocoa-rich dark chocolate do not necessarily transfer to a Kit Kat. You need the really dark chocolate to really do yourself good. Number 9 is brassicas. That's something like broccoli here, or even better, spring greens or kale. Now, this kind of thing was eaten a lot during World War II, but kale in particular is making a bit of a comeback. It is a whole lot cheaper than a lot of the more glamorous vegetables and does you far more good. Kale contains phytonutrients which have anti-cancer properties and is a member of the brassica family of vegetables, which, as I said, includes broccoli, but also cabbage and also cauliflower. These all contain sulfurous compounds, which is why they smell a bit strange when you boil them, for example. And these are really good for the liver. They also contain vitamin C, iron, manganese, calcium, potassium, beta-carotene, which is also known as vitamin A. Vitamin A is important for being able to see really well. So it's not so much carrots good for your vision as kale is good for your vision. Next up, it's bananas, which are a fantastic, very affordable superfood. They're high in phosphorus, and low phosphorus is associated with high risk of stroke. A study of men and women between 50 and 79 from an American university last year said that men with low phosphorus diets were 3 times more likely to die of a stroke, while women in the same group were a terrifying 5 times more likely. Bananas also amazingly contain tryptophan, which you normally only find in protein foods. Tryptophan is very important for making serotonin, the happy chemical in your brain. We need a bit of sugar to carry it into the brain. So with your banana, you've got the tryptophan and the sugar all in one food. So it's a really good way to give yourself a mood lift. Well, that's it. I hope you found this useful. You can go to my website, that's lowriturner.com, for more free health advice. But for now, thanks for watching.